I am a gymnastics artist from Cirque du Soleil, and I promised myself that I would keep myself in shape, therefore I continue my gymnastics training, and today I am taking you with me to the training session. Today, I will be recalling the swing in handstands on the parallel bars. That is, we will be working on the parallel bars. This is a great apparatus that will help strengthen your shoulders. In general, the whole body will be engaged. And after the parallel bars, you will feel that your body is just like Superman's. Why on earth should you even train on the parallel bars? The parallel bars are a great apparatus that will help strengthen your shoulders or make your shoulders bigger. In general, our shoulders are responsible for balance, just as the gluteal muscles are responsible for balance when we stand on our feet. The shoulders are responsible for balance when we are in a handstand. And the parallel bars, accordingly, when we perform some basic exercises, help to strengthen the shoulders, engage the small stabilizing muscles, and activate the larger muscles. In general, the whole body will be working, but the shoulders will be working especially hard. The parallel bars, of course, will also help you develop coordination, and your mind will be fully engaged. And this slight risk, when you feel a little wobbly, will give you a bit of adrenaline and consequently make the training much more interesting. Of course, we will certainly also develop our strength endurance during the training. The exercises will, on one hand, not be complicated, not as strength intensive as if you were squatting with a barbell, but they will still capture your energy and develop muscular endurance. And after the workout, you will feel as drained as a lemon. So, well, I will indeed do a handstand, a fundamental exercise, which is how we start gymnastics. But before that, I will in fact show you about 15 preparatory exercises, very simple ones, that will help you safely, beautifully, and with great enthusiasm get into a handstand. Use these exercises, move step by step, and try not to rush things. And only after you feel very confident in the exercise should you move on to the next level, to the next exercise. So, keep going until you achieve a handstand. So friends, the first exercise is walking on the parallel bars. Our task in this exercise is to warm up the wrists well, loosen the elbows, and feel how we transfer our weight from one hand to the other. This exercise will help us feel confident on the parallel bars. If you feel confident and move back and forth, then everything else will no longer be frightening for you. As soon as you get on the parallel bars, engage your abdominal muscles immediately. Tense your body as much as possible so that it feels like a monolith, like a solid piece. You will move your body in space solely using your arms. Climb onto the parallel bars, tense your body, and squeeze it as much as possible. Next, slowly shift your weight at first, trying to feel where you are in space. When you become more confident, you can increase the speed and amplitude, but always start with simple movements. Try not to lift your hands too high from the parallel bars. Aim for your hands to glide along the bars. This will be safer because if you lift your hands high, you might end up placing your hand on your finger, which can be painful and unpleasant, and we don't want that. Therefore, the hands glide along the parallel bars. The body is moved carefully and smoothly, and the body is tight, compact, like a monolith. Exercise 2, marching in place. If you feel that you are not yet ready to move forward, by stepping, you can just stay in place. The rules are the same. The body is as tight as possible. Always start from this position. Climb onto the parallel bars. Tighten your body. Engage your abdominal muscles. Squeeze your glutes as much as possible. Tense your legs. Lift yourself onto your shoulders and begin to step. You don't need to move anywhere, neither forward nor backward. Step in place. Feel confident and comfortable. And when you are satisfied with yourself at this stage, you can move on and go forward and backward to the next exercise. Jumps with a forward motion. We jump by bending our legs and creating a dynamic movement that will lift us slightly. Just 0.5 millimeter, relieving the load from our arms, allowing us to move our hands forward. The legs bend and the body lifts a little, just 0.5 millimeter, but that's enough for us to shift our hands forward. Try this exercise, you will like it. It's interesting, it might not work out right away, but that's the whole fun of it. It didn't work out, you just watch from the side and think it didn't work. You need to push yourself, you need to try 10 times and you will definitely succeed. Important details about jumping. Make sure that the abdominal muscles are always tense. Do not allow yourself to arch your lower back when your legs are coming down. Climb up, squeeze. The first rule, the abdominal muscles and glutes are the starting position. From this starting position, with a short, sharp movement, pull your legs up and try to move your hands. Again, you don't need to lift your hands off the parallel bars. They just slide forward and slide back. And when your legs are coming down, do not relax at all. Gymnastics does not tolerate relaxation, especially during the exercise. You can relax only after you have gotten off the apparatus and are resting. It is never necessary to relax during the process of the exercise, and this is very important. So what's next? We are already jumping to the next level with push-ups. That is, we will be pushing ourselves up using both our legs and our arms. The legs move upward, lifting our body, but before that, we do a light push-up and push with our hands, creating even more movement that will lift us into the air and make it easier to move ourselves in space. Therefore, in the next exercise, we move in exactly the same way, but with push-ups. You will immediately feel that your shoulders are starting to tense up. Significantly, your triceps will be working well, and your chest will be slightly engaged. Well, in general, when you do gymnastics, the whole body works, so you don't need to break down the exercises too much for the muscles. This is the perfect sport to keep your entire body in great shape and toned. It's also important not to relax during this exercise. I will always remind you of this. You jumped, fully tensed like a string, landing softly but not relaxing. Try to pass yourself using your arms. But do not relax, because if you suddenly do relax, you might fall off the bars altogether or place your hands awkwardly and injure your finger. So try to stay focused. Pay attention to where your bars are, where your hands are, and under no circumstances should you relax during the exercise. So, well friends, the next exercise is standing transitions on the parallel bars. The starting position is the same, we get into a support position. For now, without any swings, we need to learn to stand and feel confident on the bars. Engage your body, activate your abdominal muscles, and squeeze your glutes. Every day, in every training session, our coach drilled this into us 10 times. Squeeze your glutes, tighten your core. This is how any exercise begins. That's it. And then try to transition. For me, it's my left hand. You might be turning to the right. Try whichever direction feels comfortable for you. Transition to one support and hold. Try to maintain this position without falling off the bars. You feel it, you transition, you feel confident, you stand, and then you take the second step, you move on. If you suddenly feel that your hand is not landing on the bars, jump down to the floor immediately and it will be safe. Overall, the exercise is interesting. It will also develop our shoulders. However, since there is already a movement with a twist, even more stabilizers will start to engage and the shoulders will begin to burn after this exercise. So, before we start doing swings, not exercises on the standing bars, but swings, I usually warm up my wrists. I do this by placing my feet forward on the bars and stepping over, turning my wrist from one side to the other, feeling the bars, and trying to understand where they are without looking. My body weight is distributed between my legs and my supporting hand. I lift one hand, turn it, and feel the bars resting in my hand. This is a pleasant feeling, and it helps to feel confident in the future when I will be doing more complex elements. The next exercise is a half turn, which is also a warm-up exercise. All your legs are on the bars, you feel confident and perform a half turn as if you are about to move on to a complex element of the half diamond. Well, in general, give it a try, play around with these exercises. They are warm-up exercises, very safe, cool and interesting, so give them a go. The next exercise involves trying to perform swings, but we start from a position where our legs are apart and resting on the bars. This is actually the starting position for a gymnast when they climb onto the bars. Climb up, throw your legs over the parallel bars and just sit there resting. Your arms are resting too. Then drop your legs, either do a swing or just get into a support position and return with strength. At first you will do this with strength, but try to feel the rhythm and the swing afterwards. Feel how you behave in the swing, whether your shoulders go forward, how to push back, or whether your shoulders go back, how to push forward. But at the same time, you immediately return to the starting position. Quickly, safely, and gracefully play with this element. The next exercise, we are already doing a swing, it is calm for now, and we try to place our feet on the ground in front. Start from the initial position with your feet on the bars. Feel where your legs are, where your arms are, and where your shoulders are in relation to your wrists. Make sure that your shoulder is always above the center of your wrist. Drop your legs, make a swing again, but you will do it with strength. You will be doing this using your strength. And try to return to the starting position, placing your feet on the bar. Again, this is a bit risky. It will be a little adrenaline-filled, but you won't be able to place them relaxed, and that's good. You will engage the maximum number of muscles and strength in the initial movements. It strengthens the body well, but it also gives you confidence. Once you feel confident, you will be able to perform more freely and beautifully without straining so much. In the next exercise, we place our legs back, but we do this with a turn. for now. Why with a turn? Because if we turn the foot, we create a very long surface and it becomes easier to place the foot with a turn in such a way that we can find the pole. Because we can't see from behind where the bars are, and if we immediately start placing the bars on our toes, there is a high risk of missing and injuring our shins. This doesn't need to be done. You can do it with a turn, the foot is extended, and this will be safer. Since you can't see, you will definitely place your feet on the bars 100%. Go ahead and try this exercise, it's great too. In the next level, we place the back foot on the toes. Under no circumstances should you try to place them too broadly right away. First, make a short jump on your muscles, but try to place your feet gently and precisely on your toes on the bar. Again, you might want to put on pants, just in case because there is a high risk of missing. But if you do it, while focusing on your muscles without being too extravagant, I am sure you will succeed. But if you happen to miss and hit your shins once, feel it. This is gymnastics, it's normal, but the exercise is great, give it a try. Next level, let's move on. Swing forward, place your feet on the bars. Swing backward, place your feet on the bars. This is already a serious level of the exercise, and it will really already help you get as close as possible to doing swings. These are basically swings, but with slight pauses to allow your head to rest a bit from such heavy coordination movements. Try to do everything using your muscles for now. Calmly, slowly, gently learn to place your feet forward and gently learn to place your feet back. The softer you do this, the safer it will be, gently. And this will indicate that you are doing it with more control. Then, when you feel confident, you can do it more freely. This is a great exercise that will help you understand what to do with your shoulders and body when suddenly, during a backward swing, your shoulders start to lean forward. You need to teach yourself to push back, and you need to learn to react to sudden changes, which can happen when you are just starting the exercise on the parallel bars. And this pendulum, which is quite energy consuming, is heavy enough for the shoulder muscles. It will help you to react appropriately in emergency situations, such as when your shoulders suddenly move forward during a swing. You will know that you can always push off and jump off the bars or push off and return to your trajectory. This is a cool exercise, but quite challenging. That's it, great, we have already come a long way, done a lot of preparatory exercises, and we can confidently move on to the swings. At first, your swings will be very calm, not as sweeping or beautiful on the muscles, but try to keep your body straight with your toes always pointed. We are gymnasts, so everything should look great and beautiful. And in your own rhythm, with your own amplitude, at your own height, do at least 10 swings. 10 swings is the basic starting point from which we began any training session. A swing is counted only when going forward. Backward swings do not count. 1 swing. The second swing, and in this way do 10, your shoulders will burn and feel like they're falling off, and with the number, you'll feel confident and be able to swing higher back, higher, and then come into a stand. So, a little secret, guys. If suddenly you are in a handstand and you make a swing, and the handstand starts to fall backward, of course, the easiest thing to do is to jump to the side, but if you are critically falling and you feel a sense of danger, try to lower yourself down as if you are going into a push-up position in the handstand and twist. This is how you can see in the video. Group together with your elbows as far out to the sides as possible. Bend your arms as much as you can. Try to lower yourself to the level of the bars and perform a roll. This is safe. Of course, you might hit your forearm and shoulders a little, but that will be nothing compared to the possibility of falling onto the bars from above. Pull yourself towards the bars, tuck your knees, keep your elbows out to the sides, and safely lower yourself down. Well, that's it, friends. I hope you enjoyed this episode. A step-by-step guide on how to do a handstand. We have gone through 15 exercises together. We have strengthened our shoulders well. We feel confident, and we already feel like gymnasts. That's cool. I hope you enjoyed doing gymnastics and liked the video. If so, be sure to hit the bell. Definitely click subscribe. It's somewhere down here. And all the likes, comments, hearts, so that they can fly around. And this, of course, is very uplifting, very exciting, and motivates me to shoot more and more videos for you. That's it, friends. I'm heading home. I had a great workout today. See you at the next training session. Bye.